So what is patriarchy then? Let's answer Lance Corporal Veteran's question. What is patriarchy? By the way, we have both a patriarch and a polygynist in the chat. I don't know if he'll identify himself or not. That's not a fair question to ask, by the way. I'm not challenging him to identify himself. But I will say we do have someone in the chat who lives this life.
They've come out.
Oh, they've come out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, read back to the chat and you'll find that we have a practitioner amongst us. So, men, what is patriarchy separate from, not separate, you know what I'm trying to say, they're not separate from polygyny, but what's the broad definition of patriarchy? What does patriarchy look like? What's that definition that we're offering people as a solution?
Well, this is what I was trying to get to earlier. Patriarchy is the way God has designed and defined marriage. This is God's design. I don't give a flying flip about anything the world says. I have no interest in adhering to the world's definition of what a good husband or a good man or a good anything is. I have utter disdain for the world's standards and the world's righteousness. This is God's definition.
So what's that definition?
So it's male leadership. It is a man leading his household.
The Latin behind that, pater archos archon, would be father rule. Father rule is ultimately what that is. And so patriarch is that the father is the head of the household. He runs the place. He runs the family. And what we should see is that we should see each man rearing his sons to be able to stand on their own 2 feet as rulers of their house. But if they are properly honoring their father and mother, they should be looking to their father for advice. This is how we see, again, you go back to ancient Israel and God's idea of how structure should function. We should then see that the patriarchs of the family, the Abrahams, Isaacs, and Jacobs, and all of those are then training up their sons and empowering their sons. But through their sons, they're then able to affect and reach into and train multiple generations instead of everybody just scattering or outside influences. That way, the patriarch, the head, you, the man, the leader of your family, have the ability to set a long-term vision for your family and then to help set them on a course that fulfills that vision. One of the reasons why the government, one of the reasons why Western civilization is so fearful of patriarchy and particularly polygyny is because it empowers the man to build wealth. It empowers the man to build power blocks and voting blocks and power bases. And this is where patriarchy, again, tribalism and patriarchal tribalism. Israel was a patriarchal tribal family. Tribalism is one of the things that then empowers you, the man, where you are, to build a family, to build a house, to build a long-term solid structure that will last the test of time. And this is why patriarchy is so important. For example, going back to the MGTOW discussion, simply ignoring women and walking away from the whole discussion leaves you with a bag of nothing because you have no future, no culture. You leave nothing. You build nothing. Okay, it's just you by yourself. Where patriarchy, you are the man, you be the man, you lead your family, you build vision into them. You can go into my mantle in there, and there's a mission and vision statement for my family. My goal is to place them on a course where they will be going 50 years farther down the road in the direction that I pointed them when I'm long gone. And that's what patriarchy is. And it's about building and then teaming together. You get patriarchs team together, as, for example, the three of us in the circumstances that we are right now, team together. It begins to build something else that's larger, and it's a power block and it's a wealth block. And we interact and work together for the betterment of our families and for the betterment of the future that we have for the place that we live currently and whatever Yah has in the future.